Hello, everyone, and welcome to the pregame coaches interview. And I'm joined by Hayes High head coach Tony Crough. And Coach, you've made it to the Sub-State Championship now, and you're coming off of a win against Hutchinson by a final score of 28-0. And I wanted to ask, what has impressed you the most with the defense this postseason, other than the shutout wins?
Oh man, just consistency. I mean, the way we've been able to shut down run games and do a great job against some really good offenses we've seen. I just think the way everybody's doing their job and playing as one unit, and just consistency of being able to stop the run has been huge for us, which is how you win games in the playoffs.
Now you get Eisenhower for the second year in a row in the postseason, and this is a team that is heavily reliant on their passing game. So how do you hope what you've seen facing run-dominant teams in the playoff will translate to this game?
Yeah, it's a lot different. It's a lot different task at hand for us. I mean, playing run teams, we've been really solid with that. We had a couple really good pass teams early in the year. Great Bend was a good pass team, and we did okay against them. They got us a couple times, and Dodge had a good passing game. And so we've seen it a little bit, not as much as we've seen run-dominant teams lately. But, anytime they can stretch field the way they do with Morgan and Paps, I mean, it's just you're just kind of holding your breath at all times because they can get one over the top and score on you quickly.
And on that note, like you said, you're going to be facing Carter Paps, who holds the career receiving touchdowns record and has 28 touchdowns this season. So what's the plan to controlling a guy that Eisenhower puts so much faith into?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that we've got a great plan to control him. He's gonna get his, and it's just that's what we've been telling the kids all week long. You just can't get frustrated when you've got two or three guys around him and he goes and makes a play, or Morgan gets out of the pocket and makes a big play. I mean, they're big time Division I talents. I mean, they're great players, and you can't get frustrated just because they do what they do and they do it better than what we do on a play. We just have to do what we do better than what they do for most of the game. And if we can do that, if we can continue to, dominate the time possession, and that helps our defense out. And they're going to get theirs. They're going to make big plays, and we can't get frustrated by it. We've got some plans, try to get multiple eyes on them, but the rest of the team's really good too. The other receivers are good, and the running back's good, and so we've got to control all that.
One of the things your offense will have to do tonight is control the game and try to finish with no turnovers. So do you plan to keep doing what you've been doing in the playoffs so far, or maybe open things up a little more tonight?
No, we plan to do what we do. A lot of our success has come with the fact that our offense has controlled the ball. The last couple of games, our defense has been on the field not very much at all, and a lot of that's due to the fact that our offense is just controlling the game. And so that's who we are. I mean, we're a ground and pound team. I mean, we're not going to wow you through the air. We're going to take our shots, and we're going to throw it when we need to, but we're going to try to win behind our big offensive line and our run game, and they've just been so good up front, and we're going to try to continue to do that and put the ball in the guys' hands that have had it. And we don't plan on doing a whole lot different. I mean, we got to you got to win with what got you there and hang your hat on the stuff that's worked for you, and that's what we're going to do.
With how high the stakes are for tonight's game, what have you guys worked on most in practice this week?
Oh, I mean, we really haven't done a whole lot of stuff different, Hank, which sounds crazy. We've tried to really limit the fact with our kids about how much pressure's on this game. This group 2 years ago, we were in the same situation. We felt a lot of pressure. I don't think this team feels as much pressure. We've been here before. They know what it feels like. They know that we're kind of playing with house money, and we're still underdogs. I mean, the 9 seed. I mean, we just feel like the pressure's everywhere else, and so we're just kind of doing what we do, and we're hoping to sneak up again. And I don't think we've changed a whole lot. I mean, we've got some adjustments, of course, what you do for every team, but we just haven't changed much.
Since you guys played Eisenhower last season, as you've studied them, do they look about the same, or is there anything different you expect to see in their game plan this time around?
Yeah, they're better. I mean, it's the same game plans. They're not quite as electric at running back, but the Pappas kid's really good too. I mean, he's solid, and they might not be quite as strong up front, but they're so much better in the skill positions, just because all these kids are a year older, and great defenses. The thing about Goddard Eisenhower, every time you play them, they're going to play great 4-2, 4-4 defense. I mean, they're going to do a great job of shutting you down inside and making you do different things. And so we're expecting to see all that. They're better than they were last year. We're better than we were last year too. And so obviously it's a couple rounds deeper in the playoffs. So we're kind of hoping they're overlooking us and looking in the next round. And we got our eyes, squarely on them.
And finally, with this being your second trip to Sub-State, how does it feel going into this game, because you and some of the upperclassmen have experience making it this far?
Yeah, it feels different. It really does feel different. It feels, like I told Dustin earlier, it feels rehearsed. It feels like we've practiced it. It feels like we've done it. there's only a couple ways you can get really great at things, Hank, from what I've learned, and it's practice, it's repetitions, and it's experience. And our kids have practiced this a couple years ago. We've had reps at doing this a couple years ago, and they've got the experience. These seniors, were sophomores the last time we were here doing this, so they watched the whole thing, and they were freshmen the year before, and they were part of the road trips when we made it around, prior to this, the round of 8. And so they've been there, they've done that. It's kind of old hat for them. The only way you can get experience into moving on and doing great things is to move on and do great things. And so we've been there. We're hoping to be able to find the experience this week of making another round, but we're really focused on this.
And that'll do it for the pregame coaches interview. Coach, thanks for your time and good luck tonight.
Thanks, Hank. Appreciate it.